Hi Virgo, welcome back. So Virgo, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so not going to be for all of you. And also the roles can be reversed, so keep that in mind. My readings are timeless, so I trust that when this finds you, it's for you. So Virgo, when I was meditating on the collective Virgo energy, I got clear as a bell a song in my head. And if I ever fall in love again, I will make sure that the lady is a friend. So go check that song out. I'm not entirely sure who sings it, but that was kind of the lyric that stood out to me, is that if I ever fall, or equating love to friendship, and that might be really important to you, not just to have a lover, but to have a friend, or maybe something, that sparks between a friend. And for some of you, a few of you, you're in a love relationship that's kind of gone a little bit sour, where it feels more like a friendship roommate type of thing. But I feel like that's not for the majority. The majority is you're finding compatibility with your partner as a lover and a friend. I guess it depends on kind of how you look at it for my committed folks. But let's get into it and see where this is headed for you, Virgo, and what your overall energy is. So you have Uranus here and Neptune. So this is talking about a revolution when it comes to your dreams. It talks about having breakthroughs and brainstorms and originality and insight. It also talks about imagination and memories, universal love. It's a very idealistic energy. Not one that I would usually equate with the sign of Virgo. Not that you cannot be idealistic, Virgo, but you're also... Virgos tend to pride themselves in being realist and practical. So you don't tend to allow yourself to go too much into the impractical, what you would consider a logical side of life. So it could be the person that you're connecting with that has this more like fantasy-driven energy, but trust it could be your energy as well, especially if you have a Pisces placement in your moon or rising. But either way, this talks about, magic and the ether, and being more open-minded to expect the unexpected, right? So let's see where this is headed for my Virgos. What is the overall energy? So you have the Fool here, which is talking about the angel of innocence. This is new beginnings. It's a bit of naive energy, okay? So, definitely be careful of ignoring red flags during this time frame. Make sure that you're not being too dreamy, that you're not seeing the reality of something. But I think for the majority of you, what this is talking about is listening to your calling, going for what you want. It might seem a little risky, but I feel that Virgo, overall, you're ready for some new. You're ready for new beginnings in your life. This person's energy is the Ace of Cups. All emotional energy. It talks about love. This person may certainly be someone that you have a love relationship with, intimate relationship with, but doesn't have to be. Love takes many forms. But love and relationships and emotions are taking precedence in this person's energy, meaning they're being very much pulled to listen to their heart, because now I have that in my head. Listen to your heart. Is that Roxette? I'm not sure. So this person they're not really trying to face facts. They're more about imagination and love and dreaminess, and that's just heavily where their focus is being pulled during this time frame. Okay, so let's see what events led up to this for my Virgos. Recent past energy is what we'll start with. Then we'll go into your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, your hopes, and most likely future outcome. So recent past energy is Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Death card. So I feel like you really had to contemplate whether or not you were going to give something your time and energy, all right? Because there was potential here. But I feel ultimately you may have decided to pass on an opportunity, a relationship, or, you know, just an idea that maybe came to mind, but you didn't really put forth the time and effort into, or this person didn't. There's some sort of closure that has happened in the recent past that is allowing things to transform within your energy, all right? And to bring in a new, and that's what I feel like, because after every ending is a new beginning. And it's all about this very revolutionary freedom type of energy here for you, Virgo. And so I think that, you know, you've gained a lot of insight over these past few months. And I think that, you know, sometimes our insight leads us to, I heard greener pastures. So maybe once what you thought was really for you, you have recognized that, you know, maybe the grass is not always green on the other side and made a hard pass. But I feel like that's worked out for you in the present energy, or coming into the present energy, because I feel this sense of like transformation and change coming in, and much needed change is what I'm feeling. So let's see what this person's recent past energy is, Virgo. Page of Cups. Two of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and Ten of Cups. So this person that you've been, that you're connecting with during this time frame, in the recent past, they have, you know, been open to new beginnings, but then at the same time kind of two minds, because I feel like this person has a hard time balancing between like their emotional self and their practical self. And I feel in the past, they've kind of put their emotions or their emotional self on the back burner, you know, and try to do the more like realistic or practical or expected thing first, because it's like they're detaching from their emotions at times, and maybe they're a bit dreamy, you know. Maybe they get stuck in their head a lot. But I feel like this person has been dreaming up all of these fantasies and ideas about where they want their love life to be, and what does that look like for them, and yet not exactly paying attention to what's currently in front of them. So this person may, you know, detach to think about the what could be's, but not always appreciating or being able to stay in the present moment of the what is kind of what I'm feeling. And so there's a bit of a back and forth in the energy of like being open and then being closed off, or like being open and then being distracted in other areas. All right. So I feel they've been pulled in two different directions in the past. Now let's look at perception and see. So when you think about this connection, what is your perception? Now keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, so it might be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth. But we'll start there. All right, Virgo. So you've got the Empress here and the Two of Swords. Knight of Wands. So the Empress is a pregnant woman, but this talks about things needing to be patient. You know, all things in due time, when divine timing is right? You can't rush something like this or an energy like this. So you might have to be very patient in this situation, okay? But I do feel like you see a lot of potential of things coming to fruition with this person. And yet there's some insecurities here. There's some uncertainties going on when you think of the connection. You don't always know where this person's head is at. That may make you feel a little bit cautious, I feel, because Virgo, you're also like an incredible analyzer and investigator. So you do like to be able to pinpoint where someone's head and heart is at before you invest. And I feel like there's a bit of an uncertainty here with this connection, or insecurities that surface sometimes. But I feel like, you know, for the most part, you see the possibilities of things progressing here within the connection, and equal give and take, and being more generous. And to be honest with you, I think that this person is a lot of fun, you know, or you have a lot of fun. You might have a lot of things in common with them. You know, you kind of have to be patient with them, because I feel some insecurities here. It could be their insecurities that I'm picking up on, but take it as it resonates. But it's like, for the most part, you know, you have a blast is what I heard, or at least in the past you have. And there is a sense of like wanting to give to the connection. Let's see this person's perception. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups. The Wheel. Didn't I say timing is everything? Then they get the Divine Timing card. Wheel. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups. I do want to know what the Eight of Cups is. Three of Pentacles. So Virgo, you know, when this person thinks of the connection, is this falling in their perception? It's, you know, all things in due time. I keep getting that. I don't know if that's someone's catchphrase or a saying that you often reference, or they do. But it's like this person, they see you as being emotionally available and open, but kind of on your own time. Maybe they view you as a bit temperamental, like, well, you love me when you want to love me, and then sometimes you're, you know, off on your own, or incredibly emotionally distant. Now, whether you're actually that way or not, that may not be the reality, but that's this person's perception. So I feel like it's either one or the other. It's like you're very open and available, or, you know, a bit distant, moody. You know, they kind of see you as someone who has a hard time coping with their emotions at times, but yet there's a cooperative component here to the connection. So I think this person also feels that you're of like minds, like you have a lot of things in common as to like what you want to build for your lives in the future, or like what you have interest in, they also have interest in. I heard common interest. So that's kind of what I'm feeling is happening in their perception. Now we're going to go into the depth. So that was perception, that was ego. Now we're going to go into the genuine emotion, how you feel underneath it all. Let's see. So Virgo, how do you genuinely feel? Justice. King of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. And the Wheel again. Definitely divine timing at hand here. Also, this could be a karmic soulmate, or there's karmic lessons to be learned within the connection. Emotionally, I think that you're seeking balance. You're feeling pretty comfortable with where you're at, you know. I think that you're pretty satisfied, okay, with the way things are, and or even if you're not really willing to change anything or budge right now. I feel that I just heard flat out, not going to change, you know, definitely not for this person, really not for anyone but yourself. And I feel you're pretty set with that. Now, it's not saying that you're not ever open to change, but during this time frame, I do not feel that there's an openness or willingness there, because you feel good where you're at. You're feeling successful with yourself. You know, you're holding on to things that are important to you. And one of the things that's important to you is being comfortable in your own skin and in your own environment. So I feel like you're finding balance there, all right? And not really looking to make any like major changes at this point, although I do see new beginnings coming in the future energy. So let's see what this person's genuine emotions are underneath it all. That was a misfire. Get back in there. Take that one. Four of Swords. There's that Two of Swords again, which is, to me, talking about insecurity. The Devil. Woo! What's that about? Some of you, it's just a Capricorn. All right. I just feel bad for Capricorn because they're represented by the devil. But Virgo, this person is trying to keep the peace, and they really don't want you to see how emotionally insecure they are. And I don't feel like they're always emotionally insecure. I just feel right now they're doing a lot of questioning of themselves, and maybe a lot of negative self-talk, or, not being kind to themselves when it comes to their internal or emotional dialogue. They may be very silent. They may not be speaking to you, for those of you who are not in a current connection. But I feel like they're trying to get a hold of themselves here, all right? This person is seeking peace. I heard validation for some, but that's only for a few. This person is a bit walled off, okay? And I think what they're trying to do is I think this person knows when they start to go into a bad space emotionally, and like they're feeling it come in, and so they're trying to prevent or trying to circumvent they're trying to circumvent it from setting in. And the way that they're doing that is to kind of distract their attention. And it could be what this distraction is here in the past, where they go into like imagination or detachment mode, right? I think this person is trying their best to work on this, but they're struggling a little bit, okay, here emotionally. So hopes for my Virgos. Hopes. Oops. I keep wanting to sing this song, so I guess I'm going to get it out. I was suppressing it because I feel like it comes up all the time, but it's take a look at me now. I'm not even sure what that song is about, but I know for a fact it came out in the Aries reading like a couple months ago. So check that song out. I think it's Phil Collins, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. Your hope is the 10 of Wands. Or 10 of Swords. So you're ready, you're out with the old, in with the new. That's the energy I feel you're going into. I feel that you're perfectly fine doing things on your own, Virgo. You certainly are not a very dependent zodiac sign. But I actually kind of feel like you're hoping for a little bit of space, okay? A little bit of space in the environment or the emotional space. Because I feel, again, if we go to the overall message, it was about having new insights, and so I think you're getting some new insights about where you want to go. This person's hoping for judgment. So essentially what that means to me is they're kind of hoping to release this judgment they have about themselves, because I feel like this person, their internal dialogue can be very judgmental, and it may actually come out towards others or towards you during this time frame, or they may feel that you do that to them. And if so, it doesn't really matter if it's you or them or whatever. They want that to dissipate, because it's like enough already is what I heard. I feel like this person is already kind of their own worst enemy here. So they're kind of wanting to get rid of that bondage of judgment. So let's look at most likely future outcome. Virgo, there's that judgment card again. It just flipped out in this deck. Same card, different deck. Keep in mind all of the future energy can be changed with free will. All right, I'm just giving you a snapshot. Wow, of what it looks like currently. So, gather my cards, they all spewed out here. So interestingly enough, you want to be released from judgment as well. You could be in a situation where you're kind of critical of each other. And it may be coming from a good space, it may not, but that just could be the dynamic in general for some of you. But I feel like you want to release judgment, right? You want to feel successful. There is success coming in, especially in the career money sector, but it could be also within commitments. There is a sense of feeling on top of things, feeling more confident, feeling more at ease, not being so moody, getting in control of that. you know, having more patience, investing time and energy into yourself, and just having this overall state of peace. So, I mean, that's beautiful. I don't feel like you're going to let anything get to you. All right, because in, let's see, four of the depictions, the person's eyes are closed. So it's like you're not going to be easily influenced or impacted by anything surrounding you, because either you're detaching or you're just going to this space of like, is what it is what it is. And I actually feel like that's benefiting your energy quite a great deal. It's actually helping to raise your vibration up to where you're a little bit more in control of your moods. And because of that, there's like some sort of success coming in here for you. So let's see what this person's most likely future outcome. Wow, the Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. For some of you, this person's in love with you. Okay. Or they got a lot of love for you. All right. Because the King of Wands is here and is looking over in this direction with love. With love. Ace of Pentacles, it kind of came out like this. They're kind of unsure on whether a commitment's going to work here or whether they're going to fully invest. That's what's really interesting. Or maybe they're not sure if you're really fully invested in them or whatever this is. But I feel like this person's trying to override their insecurities. That's for sure. They're trying to get more into this confident space where they can express and be authentic and, you know, feel more successful. So this person's done a lot of imagining, a lot of dreaming about what they want, and they may have detached from you in the past. But I feel like I hear the lyric, love is all we need. After a period of what I feel like is a reevaluation period going on, and I don't think it has much to do with you. I think it has a lot to do with how this person feels about themselves. I think that they're going to pop out of that energy in the future, and love is all we need. That's what keeps playing in my head. And be more loving, being more open, be more confident, be more available, emotionally available. At least that's what they're striving for. And there's some sort of steadiness that's coming within their energy that's really, really long overdue for this person. I actually really love that because you're both raising your vibration at a same or similar time, Virgo. So love it. Love it. Yes. I'm actually going to leave it there. So zodiac signs you could be dealing with: Sagittarius, Capricorn, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be Cancer or Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, and Aries. Could be Gemini. Those are the primary zodiac signs I see, but keep in mind it can be any zodiac sign because this is a general reading. Take it as it resonates. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check out my social media. My Facebook and Instagram are linked down below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube. I also added a donation feature for those of you who would like to donate to my channel. It's certainly appreciated, but not expected. I do try my best to keep my videos ad-free, except for the entry ad. So yes, I'm going to leave it there. I'm loving you guys so much. Till next time, my friends.